In this video, we're going to see how we can address the FizzBuzz problem using while loops. And just to recap on the rules, if a number is divisible by 3, print fizz. If it's divisible by 5, print buzz. If it's divisible by both 3 and 5, print FizzBuzz. A user should be able to select a starting number and a finish number, and the most important of all, the solution must contain a while loop. So pause the video at this point and have a go at creating a solution using while loops. When you're ready, feel free to unpause this video and I will show you the approach that I took when addressing this problem. Now hopefully that wasn't too difficult for you. Seeing as we just covered while loops in the prior video, and we've also seen how to address this problem using for loops, there isn't too much we need to do to tweak the original for loop solution to make it work with while loops. So my first thought was to copy and paste the FizzBuzz solution that we created for for loops into our while loops solution. Now rather than putting for I in range, I'm actually going to put while I is less than or equal to stop. Now we know that stop is currently set to 16. So we're currently saying while I is less than or equal to 16, then go through the conditional statements. But we haven't set a value for I to start at, but we do have a variable that's set to 1. So I'm going to change the variable name start to be I. So I'm now saying while I, which is 1, is less than or equal to stop, which is 16, then go through the conditional statements. Now after the first loop through these conditional statements, I'm going to want to have a second iteration. But if I don't put anything else after this code, I'm going to then be assessing if 1 is less than or equal to stop, and I'll continue assessing I, which is 1, with these conditional statements. And we'll enter into what is known as our feared infinite loop. So in order to ensure that on the second iteration I does equal 2, we're going to put I plus equals 1 at the bottom of the code. At this point on the second iteration, I will equal 2, it will be assessed to see whether it's less than or equal to 16, which we know it is. It will then go through the conditional statements. I will then have 1 added to it and therefore will contain 3. We then go through the third iteration. Now it's only until I contains 17 where the test expression will then evaluate to false and will exit the while loop. So when we run this code, you can see we get the same answer as our for loop, and we go all the way through from 1 to value 16, stating FizzBuzz, fizz and buzz respectively. Now a user can then change I and change the stop value to have this be performed on any start and stop value of choice. So hopefully this wasn't too difficult, a slight refactoring of our for loop code in order to ensure that it complies with while loop syntax. If you did get stuck along the way, or if anything is unclear with respect to while loops, feel free to reach out and we can bring your understanding up to speed in no time.